Hello class, this is my topic and research design presentation and rationale. Here is a table of contents outlining what I'll be covering throughout my presentation. The topic I will be discussing for this presentation as well as for the final proposal will be emotional well-being and its effects to learning. Emotional well-being is imperative to our overall health and greatly influences every aspect of our life, at least to some degree. However, I'm specifically examining how emotional well-being impacts overall academic achievement. The research question I have composed is, do positive emotions produce higher percentages of academic achievement in students? When choosing a research topic, we have to ask ourselves why such a subject is important. So, why is the topic of emotional well-being and its effects to learning an important one? Well, for starters, it assists in helping individuals function adequately within society, day-to-day living, and in the academic realm. Emotions have the unique ability to hinder or enable children's general education commitment, dedication, and ultimately their success. Due to the fact that students do not typically learn independently, rather they participate in learning processes through working with their teachers, peers, and with the support and reinforcement from their families, these connections directly impact how well a child learns as well as what they learn. Therefore, it is crucial to cultivate positive social and emotional well-being in children in an effort to nurture positive and successful academic performance. In terms of previously published research, both quantitative and qualitative studies have indicated that the importance and need for strong and positive emotional health and well-being in the learning atmosphere is crucial. In the 2011 article, The Impact of Enhancing Students' Social and Emotional Learning, a meta-analysis of school-based universal interventions, authors reveal that there is a wide-standing belief among teachers, policymakers, and the general public that educational institutions should be working to graduate students who are proficient in core academic subjects, able to work well with others from diverse backgrounds in socially and emotionally skilled ways, practice healthy behaviors, and behave responsibly and respectfully. Such revelations really illustrate the role schools have in helping to grow and shape healthy children. Further, the findings from a 2013 qualitative study illustrated that even though student populations believed there were some characteristics of emotional health and well-being afforded in school curriculum, there are issues with emotional health and well-being connotation, problems with educational institutions committing to emotional health and well-being policy, significant oversights and exclusion in emotional health and well-being curriculum, and issues with discussing emotional health and well-being. These findings reveal that youth populations need to be more involved in the development, preparation, application, and assessment of EHWB curriculum. As we've learned, there are numerous ways in which we can study a research question and/or topic. We can consider it from quantitative, qualitative, or mixed methods approaches, all of which harness their own distinct strengths and weaknesses. I will be conducting my research from a quantitative approach. I will be utilizing an experimental design, which will be the pre-test, post-test control group design. This design randomly assigns subjects to either the experimental group or the control group. Both groups are pre-tested, and then the experimental group is exposed to an intervention, while the control group receives no intervention. To garner results, both groups are post-tested, and then the data from the pre-test and post-test are examined and analyzed to see if there's any significant differences between scores. As mentioned in last week's discussion, my rationale behind this approach is to uncover an estimated percentage of academic performance and achievement in schools that have policies and curriculum that foster emotional well-being compared to schools that do not have such policies or tailored curriculum. Findings may provide insight into things like achievement gaps, especially in minority groups, and assist in revolutionizing school curriculum and policy so that all students can perform and achieve at higher levels. Ethical issues include getting approval from a local IRB, garnering informed consent from subjects and/or their guardians, avoiding selection bias, ensuring research outcomes are anonymous, and avoiding internal and external validity threats. Each of these can be mitigated by following the guidelines set forth by the APA's Code of Ethics. The only true potential issue I see here is the inability to control some of the internal and/or external threats to validity. However, as we've learned, research designs are not without their flaws. In conclusion, we understand that this topic is important because it allows us to come up with innovative and effective ways to encourage and support emotional well-being in such a way that assists in helping individuals function properly in society, along with meeting the multitude of demands of day-to-day life. Individuals who harness an overall good mental health are better able to effectively succeed in many areas of their life, including learning. A happy learner is a successful learner. And that concludes my presentation. Thank you.